how to create the form in the sense kind of this one, how to create the form like this, and how to how to maintain the layouts in the web page. So layouts in the sense kind of a normal text. So if you see the uh, so this is a something layouts. So this is a kind of a layout. So I will show you that how to we will prepare the layout and how to prepare the a normal at form control normal how to prepare the normal form in the HTML. How to create the normal form in the HTML. Okay, how to create the normal form in the HTML. Okay, so coming back to the application, so for that, first of all, I will go with the how to create a normal layout, then I will come back to how to create the normal form. Okay, so for that, let me go to the our application. This is called our application. So I'm going to create the one folder. I'm going to create one folder. Uh, so So VS Code, this is don't worry about this .vs Code. This is actually it will this is a default folder when you are working with the some VS Code. Okay, so let me create one folder. Let me say that layout layout. Okay, layout folder. So in the layout folder, I'm going to add the layout.html. Then we will go to the form. Okay, layout.html. So I'm having the template. I'm going to copy and paste here. Okay, so I'm having the one template. So I will show you the first of all output, then you will get the idea. So I'm having the one template. So template having the three divisions. Okay, three divisions. I'm having three divisions. Okay, so division I have taken one ID. That division ID is called some block 1, block 2, and block 3. So each division, I'm having the one header section and one paragraph. Each division, it's the same thing. I'm having the one header section and one paragraph, and one the header section and one paragraph. So here I can say that this is the one kind of a layout. This is the one kind of a layout. So how to maintain the layouts in the web page? Okay, how we are going to that how we are going to create these styles to the these layouts. Okay, some portion you can say that layout in the sense one kind of a portion of the web page, one kind of a piece of you can say. Oh, one second. Oh, sorry, actually I didn't share the screen. Now you able to see my screen, anyone? I thought that I shared the screen.
Yes.
Okay, just let me know if anyone having any doubts, anything, just let me know. Okay, sharing the screen or my voice is not clear, anything, just you can ping me here so that I can understand. Okay, so I thought that I have shared my screen. Okay, so coming back to again the first time I'm going to tell again. So actually, if you come back to the my application here, uh, see, this is the one web page. Okay, so I'm saying that layouts. So how to create the how to maintain the layout to the web page, how to maintain the layout to the web page. So layout in the sense, what is the layout in the sense? A simple thing is layout is one kind of a portion of the web page, one kind of a portion of the web page. Layout is nothing but one kind of a portion of the web page. Okay, so if you go to the some services, so I'm having the different layouts, like let me say that this is one kind of a portion and this is one kind of a portion and this is one kind of a portion. Okay, there is a something gap, right, between to the here some space is there, some space is there. Okay, something layout something. So if I'm going to the some employment something one something here, so not this is not only this one. So if you go to the any web application, also any web application maintain this some kind of a portions within that. Okay, so how we are going to take the same kind of a css, same kind of a style, how to apply it to the our application. Okay, so that is the thing. And one more thing is a form. So we are going to how to we create the form to the application, how we are going to implement the form is nothing but collection of the controls, form controls, I can say that. So form in the sense this is the one kind of a form. Okay, this is one kind of a form. So if you are not familiar with this form, so if you go to the google gmail.com, this is also one kind of a form. This is the form. So how we are going to maintain the how we are going to create the form into the application. So as of now, do not concentrate on css, just try to concentrate on the classes, control, okay, elements. Okay, so this is one kind of a form. Okay, this is one form, this is one form, this is sorry, this is the controls, how to create the one form in how to create the form, how to maintain the layouts of the web page. So everything we'll discuss. So for that, what I've done, right, I have created the one folder structure, layout folder structure. I've created just now I have created one folder layout. So yesterday we have created the styles and tables, right? The same location I have created one folder. So folder, how we are going to create the folder in the sense, this is the folder icon. First is the file icon, creating the new file. Second is the folder icon. Okay, based on the folder icon, I can create the folder. Within the folder, I have created the HTML file. HTML file. Okay, so here and here I didn't do anything. So this is the I just copy pasted. I am having the one default template I have already prepared. So I have taken the three div tags, three divisions. So normally this is the HTML header section and this is already we are aware of that. So coming to the body section, I'm saying that body section. So I have taken the three divisions. So otherwise I'm saying that three divisions. So division. So I'm saying that three divisions. So how first division. So you can say that division is okay, or someone maybe say that something kind of a layout, that's okay, or group, that's okay, anything. So anything. So everything is everything is okay. Okay, so but as of now I'm saying that division or layout, you can think anything. Okay, so I'm saying that division. Okay, how to we prepare the layout or division, anything. Okay, anything is okay. So I'm having the 1 2 3, I have given the IDs, I have given the block. So first division, it contained the one header tag, one paragraph. First division. A second division also contained to the same thing. I just copy pasted, but I have just to change the text. That's it. Heading 1 instead of the heading 1, I said that heading 2. Instead of the paragraph 1, I have said the paragraph 2. The same way, I have taken the heading 3. Okay, so I will show you the output how it's look like. Okay, let me save all. So this is the output actually. Okay, this is the output. So whatever I have given there, this is the output. So how to create, how to apply the css, how to maintain this kind of layouts in the web page. Okay, so for that, what I'm doing, right, first of all, let me create the one small some styles to the layouts. So how to going to prepare the some styles to here. Okay, so I'm going to maintain some size, like I wanted to make this some I don't want kind of this kind of a word wrap kind of that. I wanted to make this kind of a small portion. Okay, how do you are going to maintain that? That's it. Okay, how to do the some styles to the this div tags. Okay, so coming to the style section here, see that first of all, for the making the div tag, for I'm taking the div tag. So let me take the width something 500 pixel. Okay, just I'm going to give the some style. See that how it's look like. So I when I'm going to give the width 500 pixel, it's coming to the like this way 500 pixel. So as long as if you go into the 700 pixel, it will go into that width maintain the 700 pixel. If you give the something 100 pixel, it will come to the 100 pixel. Okay, as of now I'm going to give the 500 pixel, 500 pixel. Okay, so I'm going to give this something height. So if you see that, if you observe that the paragraph of first division, it's a very small, it's a small, and the second paragraph, this one, it's contained to the something compared to the paragraph one, it's a big, and this is also compared to the first paragraph of second third division also compared to the first paragraph. This is also it what's the way of, I mean, what's count is bigger than first division. Okay, so that's you have to keep in mind this thing. Okay, but when I'm going to apply the height, see that when I'm going to height, I'm going to apply the height is equal to 200 pixel. See that what will happen. See that something is happening when I'm going to tell to the height. Okay, otherwise let me say the something uh, border for understand purpose. I'm going to say the one border solid, and I'm going to apply the green. See that what is happening. If you see that something, this is getting, it's getting uh, overflow, right? So something, it is mixing something hidden. So I said that height is equal to 200 pixel, 200 pixel, in the sense this is the one. So this is called as height. Okay, this is called as height. And so this is called as a height, this is called as a width, this is a width, this is the height. Actually, when I'm going to say that width 500 pixel and height is equal to 200 pixel, that means that everything is a division only. This is the division, this is the division. So I'm applying the height and width to each and every one. So what is happening? This is doing correct only. So, but it is getting overflow. But it's getting in the overflow. So for that, just what I'm doing, right? But so just when we are having the one style called as a overflow style. So I'm going to, whenever overflow is happening, just make the some scroll, just apply the some scroll bar. When I'm going to something, it's overflow is happening, just apply the overflow is called scroll. So now see that, now I got the scroll, everything. Okay, everything I got the scroll. Okay, let me say that here, let me say that 250 pixel, otherwise, so 250 pixel. Okay, so something, see that this is having the overflow. Okay, now I got it, the overflow. So even if you are going to overflow scroll, in the sense, it will append the scroll bar. It will be, scroll bar will come. Okay. So otherwise, I'm going to say that it see that overflow, it's coming to the right side, and something. This is in the x-axis and y-axis. So this is x-axis. This is y-axis, right? So I'm going to apply the only to the x-axis. So only the right side. Sorry, only the here, right side only. So you can make the overflow y, in the sense, so every element having the axis x and y. Okay, so overflow y, in the sense, it will come like this, height. So in case 250 pixel, it will come like this. Okay, so coming back to the here for heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, here heading 2, heading 3. So what I'm doing, right? So for the I want, so by default, I wanted to give the something margin of the body. So first of all, I let me give the something margin to the body here. I'm going to give the something margin. So body margin. So I'm going to write, I'm going to give the something body for the body. So whatever the body, I'm going to give something margin. Let me give there some 10 pixel. So it will come like this. Okay. So 1 second. So instead of the margin, what I'm going to write, I'm going to give the just 0. So it won't give the any margin, first of all. So it will, I didn't give the any margin. I just give the 0 pixel. So 0 pixel, in the sense, I didn't give the any gap. See that even if it is touching to the margin 0, in the sense, what is the margin 0? It won't, what is the margin 0? So what is the element? Whatever the element, div tag element doesn't contain to the any margin. Doesn't contain to the any margin right now. Doesn't contain to the any margin. So it is touching to the URL also. So that is the meaning of margin. So I entirely I did the body. I whatever the body I did the margin. So body tag whatever the white screen this what is the white screen here. I did the margin 0. So this is so there is no gap, right? There is no margin. See here there is no margin. Even if you see that left hand side also there is no margin. Okay, this is the margin. There is no gap. Okay, so how I am doing that? I did just a 0. So in case if you did the something extra, something if I'm going to give the something 100, something it will come to something, it will come to some gap. Okay, so just let me go to the 0, and even I wanted to give the something padding 0, padding 0. So padding in the sense already we are I think I have sent the one WhatsApp image. So all you can go to the CSS box model already I have explained. So what is this everything about the margin and padding and what is the border, everything I have explained in this example. Okay, so now if you back to here again back to here, and not only the body, I wanted to apply the heading section also. I wanted to apply the I wanted to apply the paragraph also. Okay, paragraph also. So see that there is nothing, even not only the body, I have applied the h1 and paragraph also, h1. So h1, for the h1 I don't have the any margin. So otherwise if you are having the confusion h1 and p, if you are having the confusion here also, you can do the same thing also here. So same thing, you can copy and paste, you can apply here also. So whatever the elements, it will be applied to the margin padding, it will apply to the paragraph padding. This one also okay, same syntax, it will give the same output. Instead of that, what I'm doing, right, just margin padding, I wanted to apply the body h1 and p. So that's reason what I did, right, just I'm going to take the all the elements one single line. I have applied the same style, that's it. Okay, same style I have applied, same output. Okay, so now what is happening, now what is the scenario, my body section doesn't have the any margin, doesn't have the any padding. Not only the body, h1 related elements also doesn't have the any margin, doesn't have the any the h1 also doesn't have the any margin, doesn't have the padding. Paragraph also doesn't have the any margin, doesn't have the any padding. Okay, but and coming back to here, div tag contain to the height something for 250 pixel, width is equal to 500 pixel, apply the some scroll bar, and border 1 pixel solid green I have applied. Okay, so now back to here again, so back to here, uh, what so I'm back to the here. Okay, so this is the I wanted to apply the border color, so I wanted to apply the some background color, this block, this one I wanted to apply the block color, something background color to this block. Okay, so how we are going to do that in the sense, so let me go to here, uh, block one. So by following the ash symbol, I can select the what is the ID for that. So what is the block one in the sense? See, if you see that block one, ID is follow. I am having the ID. I have applied the ID to the each block for the identification. For the identification, just I have applied the I have applied the ID attribute to the each block. So based on the block one ID, based on the ID, I'm selecting. So I'm selecting. So what kind of color I'm going to write down in the sense as of now I'm going to apply the light blue. So this is the light blue. This is the light blue. Okay. The same way I'm going to apply the block two, block two, block two. Okay, block 2. So block 2 in the sense, what is the block 2 in the sense? This one. So whatever the block 2 in the sense, this one, block 2. So this is the block 2. How I'm saying the block 2 in the sense, based on the ID, I'm saying that this. So I'm taking the ID for the block 2. In the ID, so what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to apply the something background color. So light green, something I'm going to apply. Okay, light green I have applied. I got the light green. Okay, so for example, now coming back to the block 3. So block 3 here, block 3. So I have applied the background color, something light red, something light red I have applied. I think something like sky blue I have applied. Okay, some sky blue. Apply the green color. Okay, so this way you can select, you can select the layout and you can apply the styles. That's it. This is what, so that's style layout in the sense this is the one layout, shading is one layout, heading 2 is one layout, heading 3 is one layout. If you want to adding the some padding, okay, you can add the padding also to the layouts. So for example, if you wanted to add the padding, so what I mean that padding in the sense padding, so for the div tag I'm going to padding the something 500 pixel. What is the scene? See, this is the padding. Okay, I don't want the 500 pixel. So this is the padding. Okay, I have added the padding. Okay, so I wanted to add this only this some 250 pixel. Okay, so now back to the application. See the see the 250 pixel. This is the padding. So up, right, sorry, the padding in the sense always, so this is the left, top, right and bottom. Okay, so I have applied the padding. Okay, so now what I'm wanting to write, so what is my intention in the sense, if you see that I'm going to apply the 300 pixel. Okay, so 300 pixel. So my intention is, when I'm going to, okay, I'm having this. So for the for checking the heading 3, I have to, I'm getting the scroll here and I'm checking the heading 3. Okay, whenever I'm going to check the heading 2, what I'm doing that I can check it, I'm going to scrolling down. But instead of that, what I'm going to do, right, what I'm going to write, so I'm going to take the something anchor tags. Based on the anchor tags, when I'm going to take this some 3 list. Okay, what I'm saying that just try to understand. I'm going to take the anchor tags. Based on the anchor tags, I'm going to take up the I'm going to take the some list. When I'm going to, so I'm going to place that something head 1. When I click on head 1, let it be here. When I'm going to click on head 2, automatically, without this scroll, without this scroll, I wanted to I wanted to see this. I wanted to see this. Okay, whenever I'm going to heading 3, when I'm going to click on heading 3, I wanted to check this one without the scroll, right side without the scroll. Okay, so whenever we work in the real-time scenarios or what happened, user won't scroll down manually actually. So they are very lazy fellows. So they won't do anything when they are trying to click on the option. That's it. When I'm going to, we have to provide some option to them. When I'm going, when user is going to click on something, that that area should automatically, that area should automatically highlight. So that kind of stuff we have to do that. Okay, how we are going to do that in the sense, let me create the one order list. I'm going to create the some list tags. So based on that, I will provide that. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to do right now, let me go to the so what I'm going to write, let me go to the application. So here, so my intention is, when I'm going to try to understand, so first of all, question, we need to understand the question. So so when I, without the scrolling bar, so so yeah, as the user, he wanted to see the heading 3. So what is the data in the something third layout, third division. So for that, what is the user? So user is going to be getting down and he is going to be see, right. So instead of that scrolling down, I'm going to provide the one option. So option, when I'm going to click on user, when I'm going to click on that option, he automatically can see the this one heading 3. So how we are going to set up that kind of that in our application? Okay, so for that, what I'm going to do, so first of all, let me go to the some, let me prepare the something options. So here I'm going to prepare the some options. So I'm going to prepare the some option. What are the options in the sense, say what are the options I'm going to provide in the sense, uh, li, so I'm going to provide the block 1. So I'm going to say that block 1. So whenever user is going to click on block 1, he will be go to the block 1. Whenever user is going to click on block 2, he will go to the block 2. Okay, so whenever user is going to click on block 3, he will go to the block 3. So here we can do by using the with the help of the anchor tag. Anchor tag. So actually earlier what we have discussed about the anchor tags in the sense we can navigate. So we can navigate to the internal web page, internal web page. Okay, we can navigate yesterday class. I think so. We have already discussed external web page also, right? External web page also. The same way by using the anchor tag, we can navigate to the within the page also, within the page also, within the page also. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so for that preparation, this one already we already let me prepare with the anchor tag. So let me go to the anchor tag here, anchor tag. So let me decorate with by anchor tag. So then I will apply the something. We need the href, right? So for that, what I will do, I will just see that what will happen here. So let me copy anchor tag here. Let me decorate with the anchor tag. Okay. So anchor tag related list styles, everything already I have prepared yesterday class. If you want to apply the styles to the anchor tags to the web page when you are doing the practice, you can refer that. Okay, so now see that. So now check that. So let me save all. So I wanted to some normal styles for this right now. So normal styles in the sense for the UL, what I can do, right? So instead of the list style type none. Okay, so list type none. So and then so what I'm going to write, so the main intention in the sense when I'm going to click on block 3, it will navigate to the block 3, right? So for that, what is the step you have to do in the sense, simply I already provide the IDs, right, for the each one. So each one I have provided the IDs, right? Just note it down that IDs. Just note it down that IDs. Okay, so just note it down that IDs. So now see that what is the step I'm doing that. So href anyway we are know that. So href, by using the href attribute we will provide the information which kind of where we have to navigate on that. So as of now, I'm not navigating to the any internal URLs or external Wikipedia or Google.com or some different web page. I'm not going to be navigating to the anywhere. So as of now, I'm navigating to the block 3. That's it. So with just before that, just to add the ash symbol. So the way how we are going to add into the style, right? The same way, ash symbol. Just try to ash symbol. So browser thinks that in the sense, it's think that whenever when I'm going to click on block 3, it will check that is there any IDs available, whether there is any ID is available for that element. So when I'm going to click on that, so it's going to be checked that any ID is available. So in ID is available, so it will automatically focus to the that particular area. Okay, so by using the anchor tag, not only the we can external page and internal page, we can navigate within the page also. With the help of the ID, we can do that. With the help of the ID, we can do that. So the same way I wanted to navigate to the block 2. So block 2 in the sense, so this ID, so block 2. So block 2 in the sense this one. So this one, I wanted to navigate to the block 2. When I'm going to click on block 2, I wanted to focus to the this division. Okay, so the same way whenever I'm going to click on block 1, I wanted to focus on the block 1. Okay, so in this way we can do that. In this way we can do that. Okay, so now back to the application here. See, when I'm going to click on block 1 is highlighted. When I'm going to click on block 2 highlighted. When I'm going to click on block 3 highlighted. So in this way we can achieve. So by using the href, you can point out to the particular layout. Okay, so this is the some just basics of how to we are going to maintain the layout, how to prepare the layout, how to maintain the layout in the web page. Okay, so when you're going to working in the when you open the web application, very big applications, so some situation they will provide the some link so in the navigation bar, So without scrolling to the downside, if you are going to click on that, so you can navigate to the automatically to the particular area. You may be get the some rich experience about that. So for making that kind of experience to the user, we have to design the web page like this. Okay, so when I'm going to click on block 3, I can go to that. So in this way. Okay, this is just normal layout, some basics about the layout, how to we are going to maintain that. Okay, so coming back to the again the application. So this is the body tag. So I have taken the order list and I have taken the some list. Each list I have designed by the block 1, block 2, block 3 list items with the list items. And then I have taken the three blocks. For each block I have designed the, I did the style. And so I given the IDs. Because of I have given the IDs in the sense, based on the IDs, I can navigate to the particular area. That's it. That is the design. Okay, just I have given the with the layout demo.html. Okay, back to the application again. Here our application. Not only this, if you are going to observe to the any application, okay, so that application, if you see that any application, there is might be the about us, contact us, registration. So everything there is a something you have to give the something, you have to give the your information to the particular company. So how you are going to submit your information to the particular company in the sense through the forms, so through the forms. So form is, what is the form exactly? In the form which is useful for gather the all the information. Form is useful for gather the information from the user. What is the expected information that is going to be gathered the information and submitted to the submitted to the company. That is the meaning. That is the form actually. So okay, either so in this lecture, what I'm going to write, how to we are going to prepare the form and how we are going to create the form controls within the form, how to group that into the one form. Everything we will go to discuss. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to do, let me create the one form group. Let me create one uh, folder structure. That is the form folder structure. So forms. So forms. I'm saying that forms. So forms in the sense this one. So this is one kind of a form. Okay. So the actually this is the something sign in form. This is the form, you can say that. Otherwise, if you go to the any hospital like NIMS hospital, something NIMS hospital, something. If you go to the any hospital, you might be go to see the some forms. So if you go to the so if you go to the something contact us, something form here. What this is the form actually. Okay, this is the form. Okay, you have to. So here, what is the NIMS is gathering all the your information. Once you click on send your message, what will happen, right? Something. This is not only NIMS. You might be see the different applications also. So you have to give the your information. You are entering your information within the form in this form, and then you have to when you're going to click on send your message, what will happen? Right? Your information going to be stored into their databases. Okay, how we are going to do that in the sense by using the form. Okay, so the same template how we are going to design into the our application, how we are going to apply in our application. Okay, so for that, what I did, right, I have created the uh, one folder structure, that is a forms folder structure. Let me, so inside that, so let me add the form dot demo dot html. Okay, I'm going to add the forms dot demo dot html. So for this okay, so for this, I'm just copy and paste one template here. I will explain you what is this exactly. So this form. So just assume that I'm just having I didn't create anything. Just these are all the normal text. That's it. Normal text. I didn't apply anything. So you know that, right? So first of all, I have taken the one. This is just imagine that I'm having the one body section. Okay, so I'm having the one body section. So first thing, I have taken the one forms heading. So I've taken the simply first name, and then I have taken the br in the sense it will create the some space between to the one element to the another element. Br break, break. So here if you are not understand, so break. Okay, it will it will be split the one element to the another element. Okay, so again I have taken the first name, is something email I have taken, some checkbox and some tick marks. You might be see that tick mark. So whenever registering yourself in the websites, there might be you have to tick mark, you have to give some check boxes, right? Those kind of check boxes related I have taken just some text, some radio buttons. So something gender, so gender related information, something you have to select the only one option. So that is nothing but the radio button, we will say that is nothing but the radio button. So that for that I have taken the one text, normal text. One is a message. So message in the sense kind of your feedback. For applying the feedback, I have taken the one normal text. And coming to the drop down, so drop down in the sense, what is the drop down in the sense, like selecting the option. So for example, please select your city, please select your location. So that kind of controls, that is nothing but the drop down. Please select your city in the sense you have to select the city right from the drop down. So if you go to the bookmarks, so book my show, or if you go to the any online travel system, you have to select that location, right? So that is nothing but the drop down actually. Radio button in the sense, if you see that gender related information, male or female kind of that is nothing but the radio button. Checkbox in the sense, suppose if you have to select the multiple choices, like if for example when you're going to register yourself, you have to select the multiple choices. That is nothing but the checkboxes. Okay, coming to the password. So password password is one kind of a element, okay, in the form. That is one kind of element in the form. Number, some if you can imagine that some number, something number, like your not only like your phone number or something, anything phone number. So that kind of information you have to give in the form. So range, so range in the sense 1 to 10 in the sense, what is your choice, so something kind of a rating or something. Okay, choice. So 1 to 10, how many marks do you wanted to give for some particular web application? That is nothing but the range. Okay, date. So date is one kind of a calendar. So you have to select the date. What is today date? That is also some situation you have to give the information in the form. Some situations. Time. So what is the time? You have to you have to give the your time also. So color. So everything color also, some situations, some registration forms also you have to give the your selected color also based on the requirement. So all this, so whatever the normal, so these are the basic related information we have to give to the companies, like a first name, last name, your email ID, your password, your date of birth in the form of a calendar, your your what is your habits, what is your gender, everything we have to give. So what is our feedback about the company, everything we have to give the your information to the companies. So those kind of information how we are going to maintain in the sense in the HTML. So we are going to maintain those information in the HTML by using the form. Okay, we are having the, so we are having the, so we are having the let me close that. Already I have created the form in the registration page. Okay, so now back to the application here. Let me open that into the uh, live server. First of all, I will show you the output. What is the exactly? So first of all, I will show you the output. This is the normal text format. Okay, this is normal, just normal text format. I didn't have any form. Okay, so now I'm going to, what I'm going to write. Let me apply the. First of all, I wanted to make sure that this is all controls. So when I'm going to say the control, when I'm going to say the element, everything is same only. Okay, element is the same, control is the same. So let me make this is all into the one group. Okay, that is a form tag, that should be all the group in the sense to maintain the all the information in the form. So we should use the one tag called as a form tag. So we should use the one column as a form tag. Okay, form tag. Okay, let me use the form tag here. So first of all, let me cover with the form tag. So it won't be, so this is form tag. It won't be give the any visualization impact, but internally you are making this, all the things are in the form tag in the HTML code. Okay, so all the form tag in the HTML code. Now let me go to the first name. Okay, let me go to the first name here. So where is the first name? So here first name. So here, first of all, I'm going to make this first name with the normal text format, normal text. So normal text box format, normal text box format. What I'm saying that normal text box format. So for example, if you go to this one, so this is the text box. So where is that exactly? This is the text box actually. First name, last name. This is the thing with the text box. So basic text box. This is called as a text box. Keep in mind, this is we call as a text box. First name, last name, email, phone number, everything is a text box. So text box in the sense you are inputting the values, you are giving the values. That is nothing but the text box. Okay, this is the text box. So for the same thing, first name related thing. So for me, for my application, let me design with the first name with this some text box, normal text box, one text box. Okay, so for that, what I'm doing is just normal thing. So what I'm going to make this some normal basic text box. How to create the one basic text box in the sense we are going to use the one one element called as a input element. By using the input element, we can create the basic text box. We can create the basic text box by using the input element. Input in the sense you are in the naming also you can get it that. So input in the sense you are going to inputting the values, you are entering the some values, you are going to entering the some values. So that is nothing but the input element. So by using the input element we can do that. So basic text box also I'm going to prepare. So for that time let me take the type is equal to text format. So what kind of, so when you're going to entering the value, so you just give the text. So what will happen, right? See the output, how it's look like when I'm going to, so always, so you have to close the element by using the, this is self related element input, whatever the input related, those are the self input, self elements. So it will be closed by with the, it won't be closed with the, it won't be closed with the in close tag. Okay, so always you have to close with the by following the backward slash. You can go to this one also, it's okay, this one also it's okay, and this one also it's okay, same syntax. So let me save this. See that text box. So now I can enter the data, something data I can enter. This is nothing but the normal text box. Okay, so first name is say here first name is something normal text I have taken. Next one is a normal text box, normal text box. The same way here also, for coming to here and coming to here, uh, here email. So I'm going to just copy and paste here. I'm just copy and paste here. Email for the email. Same. So this is also email. So email in the sense you can enter the your email address also. Something you can enter the email. So something you can enter the text. Okay, so first name and email. So text box, so input type text box which will create the in text box control, text box element, you can say that. Okay, so now once this is completed, so I wanted to say here, if you come to the form tag here, if you come to the form tag here, so actually form tag, so in the real-time scenarios, what is the thing, right? You need to send the information. So you need to send the information to the different location, to the different location. You need to give some information to the different location. Okay, so whatever you're writing the data, whatever you're going to click on the data. So I have forgot to create the some button here. So let me create the one. Okay, let it be here only. So what is the information? When you are going to enter the data and click something button, let me say that here, for example here. So when you are going to enter the something information, when I'm going to click on the button, what you have to write when I'm going to click on the button. So you have to, so whatever the information you are having, those information it will be go to the different location. Okay, so for that there is a form is contained to one small method called as action. This is not the mandatory, but keep in mind this is not the mandatory. What I'm saying that this is the mandatory, this is not the mandatory. So whatever the thing, as of now this discussions I will tell in the Angular, but try to understand. So whenever action, what I'm taking the one kind of attribute called as action. So what kind of action I'm taking, that whatever the data entering the first name and email, whatever the data, I wanted to give the some different location. I wanted to send this information to the different location. So for that, just take me the one fake URL, something fake URL, something dummy URL. Just I'm going to take the some dummy URL here, dot some dot net something. So dot net. I'm just taking the one dummy URL. That's it. I'm taking one dummy URL. So what is the main intention in the sense? When I'm going to click on that, so when I'm going to fill and I'm going to click on that, I wanted to send this information to the some dummy URL.net. So I'm not giving the google.com, I'm not giving the wikipedia.com, anything. Just I'm giving the some dummy URL.net. Okay, I'm going to submit the data. Okay, so for submitting the data, for preparing that, let me create the one button. So like a send your information, right? This is a kind of a button. So this kind of button. So I'm going to type the one button called as a input type. So button, I wanted to submit the data. Okay, what are the information? I'm going to give that. I wanted to submit the data. So for that, so let me create one button here. So let me say that input type something type submit. There is a different types. So as of now, I'm going to take the submit. So keep in mind here I'm taking the text. Keep in mind I'm taking here as a submit. Okay, submit. So I'm just taking the submit button. So submit in the sense, see that what will be the output. First of all, this is the submit. Okay, let me give the some break, two breaks. In the sense, it will give the gap. So see, what is my intention in the sense? See, when I'm going to working on that, see that. So I'm going to give the something data. Okay, when I'm going to submit, see the URL, this URL. See this URL. Just observe this URL. When I'm going to submit that, see that something dummy URL.net it is going to be navigating. Okay. Let me give the one more attribute called as a something. Uh, let me test one thing. So yeah, got it. So now I wanted to, so here when I'm going to enter the data, so when I'm going to enter the data, okay, when I'm going to submit, it is navigating to the, so see that it is navigating to the dummy URL.net, right? It is navigating to the dummy URL.net. How we are going to that? How we are going to do that? How you can say that? When I'm going to click on submit, form, what are the form? This form navigating to the dummy URL.net, dummy URL.net. So that is the meaning of the action. So what is the action in the sense? So if you are going to give the something value, something, so something where I'm going to write down, when I'm going to enter the some data, when I'm going to click on submit, see that it is going to be navigating to the different location. The same way when you are going to apply to the something, okay, when you are going to apply the some values to here, okay, some values to here, some values, okay, some values. So what will happen? Something it will, when I'm going to click on that, okay, something when I'm going to click on that, click on send your message, it will navigate to the, so as of now it is not navigating because of I didn't give the proper name, proper data. So when I'm going to click on send message, what will happen? If you observe here, it will it should navigate to the different web page. You have to keep in mind when working on that, just it will navigate to the different web page. The same way when I'm going to enter the data, whenever I wanted to submit the data, I wanted to give us some dummy URL. So for that, I have taken the action. Okay, that's it. So after that, so coming back to the text box here, coming back to the text boxes here. So every text box, if you wanted to give the name to the text box, you can give the name also. Not only the ID, not only the class, you can give the name also. Name also you can give. So let me give the some name. So you name in the sense you can give the name to the any kind of all the elements you can give the name. All the elements you can apply the ID. All the elements you can apply the style. Style. All the elements you can apply the classes. Okay, so you can apply these. So this is super important right now. You can apply the ID, class, name, style, everything. You can apply these four attributes to the any kind of element in the HTML. No issue about that. Okay, no issue, but you can apply the ID, you can apply the class, what is the class, what is the name in the sense. So right now what I'm going to give in the name in the sense, let me give the name is equal to first name. You can apply the name also, that's no problem. Style, how we are going to apply the style to the, you can apply the style to the any element of the HTML. Okay, so let me save all here. So right now back to here, I'm going to enter the some value. So click on that submit. See that now it is navigating to the application. It is carrying to the my name. It is carrying to the my name. So whatever I have given the name, it is carrying the my name. So let's see back to here. So I'm going to enter this some google.com. So that's our, so as Angular, as the developer, our developer, just we are going to submit the data. That's it. So that is entirely I'm going to discuss about the Angular, but try to understand here. So when I'm going to click on submit, see that what will happen. It is navigating to the, it is navigating to the some expected some different URL, and it is carrying the my form related information. That is the that is the power of the form. Okay, you can, so form which is useful for, it will gather all the user related information. It will give to the expected router, expected page. It will be, it will give to the expected page. So as of now, just give me the first name Google to this web page. As of now, what I did, what I have created the code in the HTML. Take the one action, take the one URL followed by the one action attribute. Action attribute, what is the use of the action attribute in this sense? By using the action attribute, we can give the, what is the you are, what is the area you have to navigate. So that area, just give that, and just give the what is the name. So as of now, I have given the first name. So sorry, first name is called Madan. So right now, see, I'm going to test the another thing. So madan@gmail.com. So when I'm going to click on submit, okay, when I'm going to click on submit, so let me give to the here also, let me give the name here also. Name, I'm going to give the name for this control, this email text box, this email letter. Let me, I'm going to give the name is equal to something email only, something email. Okay, email, I'm giving the email. So otherwise, if you want to if you want to have this something uh, no doubts about name, in the sense you can give the, just I'm going to give the email name. Okay, let me give the here is a something first name, something. I just give the first name, and I'm going to give the email name for understanding purpose. Okay, so save all here, back to the application. So now see that what I'm going to, I'm going to give the Yahoo something. Otherwise, I'm going to give the my name Madan. Some I'm going to give the something madan@gmail.com. So when I'm going to click on submit, so now it's, you see that, so it is carrying to the my first name and the email name. So don't care about the web page, because I don't know what is the web page. This web page is not available in the, this URL is not available. This thing, this piece of code, this piece is not available in the browser. As of just I'm giving the some dummy. That's it. Okay. So now it is navigating to the expected URL. So this is navigating to the expected URL, carrying the these messages. Okay, so now the same way I'm going to fill to the another things. So check boxes. So how I'm going to design the check boxes to the application? How I'm going to design the check boxes to the application? The check boxes, check boxes. Okay, check boxes. So coming to the check boxes, how I'm going to design the check boxes? So check boxes in the sense, let me go to the checkbox. So input type, I'm not taking the input type text, and I'm not going to take the input types will submit. Okay, I'm not taking the input type is called submit, which is useful for to, when I'm going to click on that, it will be fire the action. When I'm going to click on that, it will be fire. Okay, so coming back to here, I'm going to take the checkbox. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to, just I'm going to copy entirely. I'm going to copy, paste here. Okay, so in of the type, I'm going to tell to the checkbox. See that what will happen. See that checkbox, how it's look like. This is the checkbox. Checkbox. This is nothing but a checkbox. Okay, so let me take the this name as a some check name, some check name. I'm just giving the check name. Okay, just I change the change name. Okay, the same way, let me copy here. I'm going to copy and paste here that this is a check two. This is a checkbox one. This is a checkbox two. Okay, check one, checkbox two. And coming back to the radio button. Coming back to the radio button, how it's look like the radio button. This is the text box. This is the text box. This is a checkbox. Okay, this is a submit. Okay, now coming back to the radio button, how it's look like the radio button. So same thing, come back to here, radio button here. So let me copy paste here. Again, copy. I'm going to copy and paste here and paste here. Again, this paste here. Instead of the checkbox, I'm going to say that radio. So radio button, I'm saying that radio button. So radio, checkbox, text box. So checkbox, so text box, checkbox, radio button. So save all. See that radio button, how it's look like. This is the radio button. Just imagine that I just give the radio one when you are doing the practicing, just give the whatever you want, you can give the text name. So radio one I have given here, you can change to the any text, whatever you want, you can change the text. Okay, so this is the radio button, this is the checkbox. So checkbox in the sense you can select the multiple check boxes. If you want to select the radio button, you can, it's allowed the only one button, only one option it will allow. It won't be allow the multiple options. Okay, something message, you saw something message. So message in the sense you want to give something message, big messages. So something messages. So this is the message, right? So this is the message. Back to here. So something feedback, you wanted to give the feedback. So see that something feedback. Okay, it is see, but compared to the text boxes, this area is very big, right? Text area is very big. Okay, compared to the text boxes, these text boxes, this area is very big compared to these text boxes. But the thing is same thing, it is the way of it is behaving the same thing only, but the size is very big compared to the text boxes. Okay, so how we are going to make this kind of text area into the application? Okay, how we are going to, so this, now I'm going to the messages, right? So this 1 2 3 4 is completed messages. How we are going to make the messages? So come back to the message here. So I'm going to say that I won't take that input type text. I'm going to take the one control called as a text area. So text area is one kind of a control in the HTML, which is allowed to us to create the big text. Okay, so I'm going to give the text message name. Sorry, here also I'm going to change the name here. So text message name I have given. I have given the text message name. Okay, let me save all here again. See that this is a text box, checkbox. If you wanted to apply the rows menu, you can apply the rows. So if I wanted to apply the rows is called 10, you can apply the rows. See, this is the, you can upload the 10 rows here in the text box. So even you can drag here. So the text box looks like this. This is a text area. Okay, the message you can give the many characters in the text area. Coming back to the drop down. Okay, coming back to the drop down. So drop down is, just imagine that city, location, whatever the city, whatever the location you want to select, that is nothing but the drop down. You can say that. I mean, you can select any option. I mean that what you can say that. So what is the drop down? What is the drop down? So what is the drop down in the sense you can select any option. That is the meaning of the drop down. Okay, that is the meaning of the drop down. So what is the difference between text area and the what is the difference between this one type text and text area? In a sense, text area can allow multiple values. So text area is allow multiple rows. It can allow the multiple rows. So how we are going to allow the multiple rows in the sense by using the attribute property. Based on the attribute property, so rows is the attribute property. Based on the rows, I can apply this. So whatever I'm going to 10, if I'm going to say the 5, it will allow the 5 rows. Anything. But in the text box, always input text, it is always allow the only one row. Okay, if you wanted to configure the multiple rows to the text box, you should select this element. Okay, coming to the drop down here. Coming to the drop down. So what I'm going to do, I said what is the drop down? You can select any option, right? So first of all, what I'm doing that, so drop down in the sense it will be decorated by with the select element. It will be decorated by the select element. Select element. It will be decorated by the select element. So what is the thing in the sense? Let me take the select element here. Select element. So each one select element. So each one in the drop down is the option, right? If you are going to the location anything, so each drop down. So as of now, if you go to the registration form, we are having this is the drop down actually. This is the drop down. So this is the drop down. What is our favorite country? This is the drop down. Okay, so I say that Denmark, you can select the Denmark. Okay, what is your favorite country I have taken? Okay, so this is the drop. So how we are going to implement the same text box, same drop down in our application? Okay, so for that, so what I'm doing, right? So this, first of all, you have to take with the select element, and each one, each option, each text box, you should take by using the option. Okay, option. So see that what will be the output. Option. Option. Let me copy and paste. We'll see the output. What will be the output? So option. This is the option one, option two, option three, option four. It will come, right? So in the drop down, so you have to configure that. You have to take the select element. In the select element, each one is the option. Each one is the option, right? So now see the output, how it's look like in the forms. So now this is the drop down. Okay, see if you're going to select that, this is option, option two, option three. This is the drop down. This is the text area. This is the radio buttons. This is the check boxes. This is the normal text boxes. And this is the drop down. Okay, this is the drop down. What we call this is the drop down. Drop down, we can select the one option. So if you wanted to select the multiple options also, we can select the multiple options also. That's no issues. So I will tell you that how to select the multiple options. So some situation you might be select the two options in the drop down. I will tell you that. So when the situation will come, I will tell that. But as of now, just get it know that what is the basic behavior of the drop down. Okay, so now back to the application again, password. So some situation you have made me enter the password of the application. So password, what is the format of the password? The format of the password in the sense that's in the dot 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 dot, right? So that kind of password you wanted to apply in the form. How we are going to do that? So the same one, just I'm going to copy paste one. I'm going to copy and paste it here. So input type here, just we have to change to the input type is equal to password. That's it. That's it. Password. That's it. So now you see that what I can do, right? Let me take the one break here for splitting the, so that it will come to the next line. Okay, so password, see right now I'm entering the data. This is the password. Okay, so just you have to apply the type. Type is the menu. If you know the type, then that's it. So you have to decorate with the value. So what is the attribute value you are expecting? So that is the main important. Okay, so next one after the password, what is this? This is think this is there is nothing. So let me remove this thing. Nothing. There is not radio button. So number. So number in the sense only some situation you have to enter the only numbers of the application. Only number of the application. So now how we are going to apply the number. Okay. So now I'm going to copy again. Copy number. So type I'm going to say that number. So number. So let me save that again. So number. Uh, so here number one. So number. So that if I'm going to enter the number. So by default, see I can see you can see here, right? See that I got this one number. So by going to up and down, I can select the number, only number. Okay, so how we are going to do that? By using the number. But here you are not getting that kind of intelligence. You see that you are not getting this here. But the number I got it that. When I'm going to click on that, I got it. See that here I got it. That is the number. So you can select the any kind of number. This is the number. Okay, so this is the password. This is the normal text. This is a checkbox. This is a red one. Keep in mind what I'm saying. Okay, this is a drop down. And the range. Coming back to the range. Range. So range, how you are going to select the range? So let me again copy paste of that. So I'm going to copy paste again this one range. So everything is that's it only. This is nothing but the HTML. That's it. Very simple. So type range. So I'm saying that range. So whenever I'm going to range, you should provide the what is the minimum value and maximum value. So as of now, what is the minimum value and what is the maximum value? So minimum value I'm going to make the something 1 and maximum value I'm going to make the something 10. So this is the range actually. So by default I didn't provide anything. So by default we will get the something text, we'll get the element like this output. But as of now what I'm saying that, so minimum here, minimum I'm going to take the something 0, so or otherwise I'm going to take the one. So minimum by we are going to make by using the minimum attribute, so minimum 1, and the maximum I'm going to say that 10, let it be the 10, so 10. Okay, so minimum 1 and 1. So now back to here, you can do that. So minimum value and maximum value. Minimum, so when I'm going to working on the minimum, it will take the minimum value. Okay, so now back to the here. So date. So date, I'm going to click on this. So date, it will give the it will give the calendar control. Okay, date, it will give the calendar control. So same way. So I'm going to give the date. So see that what will happen. So when I'm going to click on that, I will get the date. So I can select the date. This is the date control. Okay, this is the date control. Okay, so you can select anything. So you can select anything, so it will come. So here there is icon called as calendar icon, so it will automatically come. So whenever you're going to click on that anything, you can select that. This is, keep in mind, I didn't apply the any styles. Okay, so this is the date. And coming to the time, so copy this one and paste here. Time, I'm saying that time. So type again time. So time, this is the time. So as of now, this is 8:42, right? So automatically 8:42 it will come. So 8:42 is the default time. So you can apply the time, something time you can apply. This is the time. This is the date. This is the range. This is the number, password, drop down, message, big message, radio button, check boxes, email, first name, everything. So back to the application here. Um, Now I'm back to the application. Color. Okay, color. So color in the sense, again back to here, just to copy and paste the color. So copy and paste and color. So save all. So color, this is the color. So you can select any kind of the color here. I'm going to select any kind of that. Choose your favorite color. Some web application, they might be asked that choose your favorite color. So you can select the color. So how we are going to design the color? By using this code, input type color, you can design the code. Okay. Okay, color. Now I'm going to, now I can see the code. So now see that this is the thing. Okay, so in this way we can design the form. In this way we can design the form. So let me save all again. See that save, and you can get the data. So this is the normal text box, check box, radio button, message, drop down. If you are not understanding the message, you can make the, I'm going to make this some text area. So if you are not understand, I'm making this text area. So text area, understanding purpose. Text area, drop down, password, number, range, date, time, color, and this is a button. This is submit is a one kind of a button. This is a button. Input type submit is the button. So we can define the button in another ways also. But as of now, just this is try to understand. This is a type submit button. So everything we have designed, right? So now again back to the application here. Again back to the application. So some situation coming back to here, I'm entering that. Okay, but I don't want to enter the code. I don't want to enter the code. So something, see, some situation, I wanted to disable this text box. I wanted to disable this text box. So as of now, I can enter the data, right? I'm able to enter the data, but I don't want to enter the data. I wanted to disable the text box. So how we are going to disable the text box? In a sense, we can use the disable attribute. By using the disable attribute, we can do that. By using the disable attribute, we can do that. Some see now I cannot enter the any data. So actually disable attribute, it won't be expect any values. So some attributes in the HTML, we no need to give the any values. What is the meaning of disable? In the sense, by default it will take the true, correct. So based on the disable, in the sense, explicitly I'm selling the disable, we no need to give the values for that. So let me say that disable in the sense, you cannot enter the data, you cannot enter the data. So coming to the check boxes here, so I wanted to make the check one is by default checked. I don't by default I wanted to make the checked. So for that, what I can do, right? See that I can make the checked. So checked. So by using the checked, I can check the checkboxes. I can check the checkboxes. I can check the checkbox. So if I'm going to remove that, it won't be, so by default it's okay. But you wanted some situation, what if, right? Some situation, some companies, some websites, they make the one value as a by default in check format. So how we are going to do that in the sense? So coming the checkboxes, just to give the value coupled called as a checked attribute. This is so no need to give the some. So this so keep in mind whenever I'm going to telling that, right, when you are preparing the notes or sometime, just to note it down these points. So there are some few properties called as a disable and checked. No need to give the values for that. By default, it will take the true value. So no need to give that. So like I said that ID, class, name, style. So some few of the attributes. So few of the attributes. So called as ID, class, name, style. We can apply these attributes to the any kind of the element. So this kind of notes you have to write it down. So whenever watching the video, whenever watching this record video again, so please note it down. Please prepare the notes for this. For the Angular, I will give the 0 to Z, A to Z. I can give the PDF files, everything I will give the about the Angular and JavaScript. But coming to HTML, this is a very huge. This everyone can understand. So we no need to we no need to give the any notes about that. So just try to understand. Okay, I said that whenever I'm going to telling that, just try to understand some notes. Okay, when I said that disable, I said that disable, I said that checked, I said that we no need the values about these two attributes. I said that attribute and property are same only. When I'm going to say that control or element are both only, okay, control or element is the same terminology, it will come to the same terminology. Attribute and or property, you can say the same terminology. Property, okay, element a property, attribute are okay, properties are okay, control is okay, element is are okay, anything is okay. Okay, whenever someone say that control, someone say that element, someone say that coming to the attribute, this is attribute, right? Name type is attribute. Someone say that property of element. Someone said that. Someone said that attribute of the element. Okay, so you have to don't confuse on that. Okay, so back to the application here. Disable, checked. Okay, some situation what will happen, right? So I'm going to remove this disable. Okay, just as of now, I'm going to remove the disable. Try to keep in mind, I just remove that. Okay, otherwise I'm going to comment at this one. I'm going to comment at this. I'm going to copy paste here. I'm going to copy paste here. I'm just going to remove this one. Okay, so some situation what will happen, right? Whenever you are going to submit the data, okay, whenever you submitted the data, you should give the something, you should give the value. You should give the value required or something. You should give the value. Okay, so something that is nothing but you have to mandatory field. You should enter the data. Okay, those kind of validators also available in the HTML. Those kind of validators also available in HTML. That is the, we can say that that is a required. What is the meaning of required? In the sense, when you are going to submit that, it will be asked to the what is the data. So please fill out this file. See, when I'm going to see that, when I'm going to click on submit, please fill out this field. Something I got it, something I got it right. So when I'm going to click on that, see that please fill out this field. So you can do that by using the required validator. So required in the sense we say that this is a validation purpose. So when you apply the something required to the particular element, that means that that is the mandatory field. You should not leave the that field. I'm saying that field. This is called as a field. This is the 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 field. Everything is a field. So generally, people said that who are not related to the HTML, who are not IT professionals, they people, normal people say that this is a field actually. So their terminology, I'm saying that. So first name field. Please enter the first name field. So email field. This is the email field. So when I'm going to click on submit, please fill out this field. See that field, you have to note it down, field. Okay, so when I'm going to tell the required to the email, okay, required to the email, I'm going to the required to the email. Okay, this one, email. Okay, so when I'm going to I enter the data. See that as of now I enter the data. Again I'm going to click on submit. See that it is pointed out here, email. Please fill out this field. Please fill out this field. When I'm going to click on that, please fill out this field. So what is the meaning of that? In the sense, required in the sense, this is also again, no, we no need to give the any, we no need to assign any value for the required. So you can get, so without the values also we can do that. So required. So when I'm going to click on this, please fill out the field. Okay, so that is the power of the required validator. So we will discuss more about this required, so this mandatory fields in the Angular. We are having the separate section about that. How to validate the forms or everything. We are having separate section in the Angular. No worries about that. Just but as of now, try to understand this attribute. That is a super important. What is the meaning of the required? So when I'm going to click on that, that is the main important. When I'm going to click on that, that is the main important. What is the how it is coming? When I'm going to disable, how it is coming? When I'm going to check how it is working? Okay, this is the main important. You have to concentrate. Okay, field. So okay, coming back to the field again. So I said that field, right? So field. So we can, so as of now, if you compare that, actually as a developer, I'm feeling that I wanted to make the different these sets, different sets. Actually I wanted to fill the different sets. So different sets in the sense, I wanted to make the split the screen into the different sets. Okay, I will close the class on the 9 o'clock. We'll close the class at 9 o'clock. Okay, so different field sets. So now how are we going to fill the different sets? This, so actually I'm feeling that this is a one set. This is, I'm feeling that this is a one set. Okay, this is a one set. So up to here, something up to here. This is a one set. I wanted to make the different. I mean, I wanted to make the different sets, field sets. Different field set. This is the one set. This is the one set. This is one set. So if you compare to our application, this set, this is a one set. This is a one set. Okay, I wanted to make the sets. This is a one set. So one set is why in the sense user in the sense, what I'm saying, that a user in the sense, who is the user in the sense, you are the Facebook user. So general I'm saying that. So someone having the, so someone said that when you're Google Chrome, when you are typing the what are the users list into the Facebook, you can get the users list, users count. That is not who is the user in the sense, who is using the application, that is called as a user. Okay, so entirely our wish is whenever doing the application, we have to make sure that we have to split the form into the different layouts, different sections. You can say that different sets. Okay, as of now sets, I'm saying the sets. Okay, so how I'm going to the same way. So when I'm going to registration, I'm going to say that registration information, I'm saying that optional fields. This is a user can enter or not, there his wish, but I'm saying that user information, these fields should be, he should be enter the values. Okay, so how we are going to make that in the sense, so back to here application. So I'm feeling that first name and email, this should be the one set. Okay, so for that, how we are going to make the set? So first name and last name. So see that what will happen. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to use the one element called as a field set. By using the field set element, we can we can make the fields into the one group. I wanted to make the first name and email into the one group. So I wanted to make these two fields into the one group. I wanted to make these two fields into the one group. Okay, first name and event, these two fields into the one group. So for that, what I'm doing, right, I'm going to use the one element called as a field set. Field set. By using the field set, I can group that. I can group that. Okay, by using the field set, I can group that. See, now I can group that field set. By using the field set, I can group that. Okay, I wanted to give the something value to the field set value, so I'm going to give the some value field set for understanding purpose. So like this. So understanding purpose. So what is the, so when I'm going to group the value, we need to give the some information letter. So for that information letter, how we are going to do that? So by using the legend, that's called as a legend. By using the legend, I can give the information. So I'm saying that personal information. So I'm saying that personal information. See that what, how it's like. So personal information group, it contains the two fields. How did you know that? So how we design that? By using the simple thing, field set. In the field set, I have taken the legend. So this is nothing but the field set. In the field set, I have covered with the option called as a personal information. Legend, which is useful for to give the information to the group within the field set. Okay, the same way what I'm going to write, I'm going to do the for the another things. So the another areas, so check boxes. So I wanted to not password. Up to here, I wanted to make the one group. Up to here, I wanted to make the one group. So I wanted to make this group as a optional fields, optional information. I'm telling to the user optional information. Optional. So sorry, the same field set. What I'm going to same field set. So I'm going to make the same field set. Field set. Just if you are not confusion, field set in the sense, see that. Please fill out this field set. Set in the sense group. So for that, just to try to understand this element. Okay, field set up to here. Up to I wanted to up to here, up to drop down. So I wanted to come back to here. I wanted to make to up to drop down here. Okay, I close this field set. I element, I close here and back to the field set here. I'm going to give the name called as a I'm going to write. I'm going to give the optional values. Optional values. Something optional information I'm going to set. Optional information. So user can enter the value or not up to his wish only. Optional information. I'm saying that optional information. See that I got the optional information. Okay, people option. So user thinks that okay, I have to. This is the personal information related group. This is the optional related information group. I'm going to another group. So here again, here, where is that field set? This is closed here, right? Up to password. Okay, up to password. From here to here, I wanted to make the one more group. Okay, I wanted to make the one more group. So again, I'm going to use the field set. I'm going to use the field set, copy and paste here. Let it be the submit separate this one. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste here. Again, come back to here. I'm going to give the name for this. I'm going to give the name for this as a something optional for other information. I'm going to give the some other information. Okay, other information. I'm saying that other information, something other information. See that. Now I got the other information. Now I got the, see that, so user feel that this is a okay good. So before I'm going to apply the field set, after the field apply the field set, so look and feel is good, right? But I didn't apply the any styles. That's a different thing. But look and feel something different, right? But coming to the back here, submit button. So let me go to the here. I'm going to write down apply the some BR again. So I'm going to apply the BR. Okay, break. Otherwise, I'm going to apply the break. One BR is enough. So break. So keep in mind, this is the way we have to sub. So this is the purely form template which is designed by the HTML. I didn't apply the any style. See, my style is empty. I didn't apply the any style. What is the use of the HTML? For preparing the content. So this is the content. Okay, this is the power of say HTML. Purely this is HTML. So after the CSS, that's our wish. So this is our wish. So for CSS related in the companies, so different CSS developers might be available. So this is, but the thing is, this is normal HTML template. Okay, this is normal HTML template. Okay, so the same template. So I will. So as of now. 1 second. It won't take much time for applying the styles. It will take the only 5 minutes time. So when I'm going to complete this, is it fine? Can I continue or shall we discuss on Monday? Anyone having any objections? So if anyone having the objection, I will tell you on that Monday. So just one thing, I need to apply the styles. That's it. We are able to see star marks fields only. What is the Chinagiri saying that star mark? To see star marks. So sometimes we are able to see star marks fields. Only we need to fill right at that time. How we can do? చెన్నై శశిధర్ ఏంటి ఇది ఇష్యూ ఏంటి డౌట్ ఉందా ఇక్కడ?
ఎస్ సార్. అదే
ఏంటి డౌట్ ఏంటి చెప్పు.
మనం కొన్నిసార్లు స్టార్ మార్క్స్ ఫీల్డ్స్ ఫిల్ చేయాలి కదా, అవి ఫిల్ చేయకపోతే
yes, correct. That's a good question. Actually star mark in the sense we can manually we can do that. So star mark అంతే కన్నా ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. మీరు ఇదే అంటున్నారు లైక్ ఇక్కడ. సో స్టార్ మార్క్ అంటే మనం మాన్యువల్ గా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు స్టార్ మార్క్.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పారు కదా, అది లెజెండ్ ఇస్తే అన్ని చెక్ బాక్స్ చూపిస్తుంది ఫిల్ చేయకపోతే, కొన్ని స్టార్ మార్క్స్ ఉండేటే చూపిస్తుంది, మిగతా అనవసరంగా చూపి
మ్యాండేటరీ ఫిల్స్
మిగతా ఫిల్ చేయకుండా
మ్యాండేటరీ ఫిల్స్ కదా. సో యాక్చువల్గా కమింగ్ టు ది సెక్షన్స్ అనమాట, మనం జనరల్గా ఏం చేస్తామంటే కన్నా మ్యాండేటరీ ఫిల్డ్స్కి సింపుల్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే నార్మల్ టెక్స్ట్ బాక్సెస్కి అప్లై చేస్తాం జనరల్గా. సినారియోస్ రియల్ టైమ్ సినారియోస్లో ఏంటంటే నార్మల్గా ఏంటంటే కన్నా ఎట్లా ఇస్తారంటే కన్నా ఓన్లీ ఫర్ ది టెక్స్ట్ బాక్సెస్, నార్మల్ టెక్స్ట్ బాక్సెస్కి ఇస్తాం అనమాట. చెక్ బాక్సెస్ ఏంటంటే కన్నా కంపెనీ ఏంటంటే ఆల్రెడీ దే విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ ద సమ్ వాల్యూ. సో యాక్చువల్లీ ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఇది ఒక గ్రూప్ అనమాట, చెక్ బాక్స్ ఇది ఒక గ్రూప్ అనమాట. సో బై డిఫాల్ట్ ఏంటంటే వాడు చెక్ చేసి ఇస్తాడు. ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఉంది కదా, ఇప్పుడు రేడియో 1 ఉంది కదా, ఇప్పుడు నేను రియల్ టైమ్ సినారియో చేసినప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తానంటే, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తానంటే జనరల్గా ఇప్పుడు చెక్డ్ ఉంది కదా, సో చెక్డ్ ఉంది ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసేసి రేడియో బటన్కి కూడా సెలెక్టెడ్ అని ఉంటుంది, రేడియో బటన్కి సెలెక్టెడ్, చెక్డ్ మాత్రం సెలెక్టెడ్ అని ఉంటుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు బ్యాక్ టు ది అప్లికేషన్, సెలెక్టెడా? ఓకే సెలెక్టెడ్ కాదు, చెక్డ్. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తామంటే కన్నా యూజర్ ఆల్రెడీ నీ దగ్గర ఇది కోడ్ ఉంది, సో ఇది ఆల్రెడీ నీ దగ్గర కోడ్ ఉంది. సో యూజర్ అనే వానికి ఆల్రెడీ ఆప్షన్ లేదన్నమాట, ఆల్రెడీ సెలెక్ట్ అయిపోయినాయి. కానీ ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసేసి యూజర్కి ఏం ఉండదు అనమాట, మనం ఎంటర్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది అనమాట యూజర్కి. సో ఇక్కడ రిక్వైర్డ్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తాం జనరల్గా. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే కంపెనీ వాడు ఆల్రెడీ వాడు కొంచెం డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూస్ ఇచ్చేసి ఉంటాడు అనమాట, చెక్ బాక్సెస్ కానీ రేడియోస్ కానీ డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూస్ ఇచ్చేసి ఉంటాడు. మ్యాండేటరీ అప్లై చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, రిక్వైర్డ్ అనేది అప్లై చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు చెక్ బాక్సెస్కి. అంటే సింపుల్గా ఏంటంటే ఒక కంట్రోల్ ఉంటే వీ కెన్ అప్లై, బట్ హియర్ మల్టిపుల్ కంట్రోల్స్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు గ్రూప్గా ఇచ్చినప్పుడు కంపెనీ దే విల్ గివ్ ది మ్యాండేటరీ ఫీల్డ్, దే విల్ గివ్ ది డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ, దే విల్ గివ్ ద డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ. సో నీకు ఇక్కడ ఒకేలా నీకు డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ అప్లై చేయాలనుకుంటే, యాక్చువల్గా ఇది నేను అడ్వాన్స్ లెవెల్లో చెప్తాను అనుకున్నాను. సో ఒకేలా నీకు డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ, ఇప్పుడు చెక్ బాక్స్ చెక్డ్ రేడియో బటన్ చెక్ బాక్స్ ఎలా ఉందో ఒకేలా ఇన్ కేస్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంటెడ్ టు అప్లై ద డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ. సో ఇప్పుడు మనకు ఒక అట్రిబ్యూట్ ఉంది కాల్డ్ యాజ్ వాల్యూ అనే అట్రిబ్యూట్. ఓకే, సో వాల్యూ అనే అట్రిబ్యూట్. సో లెట్ మీ సే దట్ మదన్, వెన్ ఐ సే దట్ మదన్ సీ దట్ వాల్యూ. బట్ కంపెనీ ఏంటంటే కన్నా ఏదైనా ఆర్గనైజేషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు వాళ్ళు టెక్స్ట్ బాక్సెస్ ఏవే కానీ డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూస్ ఇవ్వరు అనమాట. దే విల్ గివ్ ది సమ్ చెక్డ్ బాక్సెస్, సమ్ వాళ్ళు ఆల్రెడీ డిఫైన్ చేసి ఇచ్చేసుకుంటారు. ఇవన్నీ మనము నేను యాంగిల్లో నెక్స్ట్ లెసన్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు చెప్తాను. బట్ యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో రిక్వైర్డ్ ఆపరేటర్ వచ్చేసేసి ఓన్లీ టెక్స్ట్ బాక్స్కే అప్లై చేసి ట్రై చేయండి, జస్ట్ ఇక్కడే. ఓకే, ఓన్లీ టెక్స్ట్ బాక్సెస్కే, నాట్ టు ది చెక్ బాక్సెస్ రేడియో బటన్. ఓకే, ఓన్లీ టెక్స్ట్ బాక్సెస్కే.
ఓకే.
ఓకేనా. సో నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. మనకు ఆల్రెడీ యాంగులర్ ఇండెక్స్లో ఆల్రెడీ ఫార్మ్స్ అనేది ఒకటి ఉంది. ఆ ఫార్మ్స్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు మనకు చాలా దగ్గర దగ్గర 6 క్లాసెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో ఆ 6 క్లాసెస్ అంతా మొత్తం ఇది ఉంటుంది, ఈ ఫామ్ ఉంటుంది అంతే. ఎట్లా వాల్యూస్ టేక్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఎట్లా చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి, మ్యాండటరీనా నాట్ మ్యాండటరీ, అవన్నీ మనకు దగ్గర 6-7 క్లాసెస్ వస్తాయి. అవన్నీ అవి నేను అక్కడ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. సో యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో ఏంటంటే జస్ట్ ట్రై టు అప్లై ద రిక్వైర్డ్ టు మ్యాండటరీ ఫీల్డ్ టు ది ఓన్లీ ద టెక్స్ట్ బాక్సెస్, నాట్ ద చెక్ బాక్సెస్ ఆర్ రేడియో బటన్స్. ఓకే. అండ్ ఓకే. సో ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా ఎవరికైనా? ఇంకా ఏమన్నా ఎనీ స్మాల్ డౌట్స్ ఆల్సో నో ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఫర్ మీ. ఈవెన్ ఫుల్ స్టాప్ అయినా కూడా మీకు అర్థం కాకపోయినా కూడా యూ కెన్ ఓపెన్ అప్ ఎనీ వన్, ఎనీ ఫుల్ స్టాప్ అయినా కూడా ప్రాబ్లం లేదు నాకు. ఐ కెన్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్. ఓకే. సో ఏ స్మాల్ థింగ్ ఇక్కడ నేను ఒక 5 మినిట్స్ తీసుకుంటాను. జస్ట్ ప్లీజ్ ఫర్గివ్ మీ. ఐ నో దట్ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ సో మచ్ టైమ్, బట్ జస్ట్ స్టైల్స్ అనమాట. ఎందుకంటే ఇది మళ్ళీ నేను మండే వచ్చేసరికి నేను నా టార్గెట్ వేరేది ఉంది మండేలో. సో జస్ట్ ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ది స్టైల్స్ ఓన్లీ, ఫర్ ద ఓన్లీ స్టైల్స్. I wanted to, it won't take much time, styles only, for the styles, how to apply the styles to the form. Okay, just I'm going to finish the as soon as possible. Okay, styles. So I wanted to apply the styles here to the form. Okay, so now back to the application here. The first style I wanted to apply the otherwise I hope that the styles also it will take more than I think half an hour, I think 15 minutes. Okay, no problem. So I will explain these styles, how to apply the styles to the form, okay, on Monday. Okay, but before coming to the Monday, so keep in mind this is a very very important. Okay, this is very very important when you are working. So when we before going to the JavaScript, we should know the HTML properly. HTML. Okay, when you are going to when I'm going to explain the Angular, HTML and JS, and I will explain the TS also. TS, you can leave that off for sometimes. HTML and JS, your knowledge should be mandatory for attending the Angular classes. If you know this one, so in the Angular, I'm going to use the 90 more than 90% code from HTML and JavaScript only. If you are neglect about this code, these two classes, you cannot understand the Angular. So basics is the main important. HTML and JS is the basics is the important. So I'm going to use the 90% code, whatever I'm going to use the HTML and JS, I'm going to use that. Only 10% only available. So if you know the HTML and JS, you can easily learn the Angular. Easy, very easy, dead easy. If you are not aware of HTML, these things, not aware in the sense, at least basics idea is the mandatory. Okay. So at least how to design the element, how to write the element, how to apply the attribute to the element, how to create the HTML. So everything that is important. Okay, 90% of HTML JavaScript is required. I mean knowledge. I'm saying that 90% in the sense I'm going to use the 90%. So whatever I'm going to explain today, right? So all the code I'm going to use in the Angular only. So every class is going to be connected to the another class. If you miss the class, it will be impacted to the another class. Okay, so try to understand. So tomorrow, Monday, what I'm doing, right? I'm going to apply these styles to the this HTML. Before that, try to understand. Before we are going to touch this upper application, open to the any application. What are the hospital related domain projects or education related domain projects or anything? Just try to understand the web page. So just to try to understand. So when I'm going to click on that, what is the behavior of the web page? Then come back to our application, create the same thing, whatever the code. So then what will happen? You can easily understand what you are doing. Okay, so my recommendation is, so try to understand what is the form and try to implement the form in your application. Okay, and keep in mind, if you are having any advanced thing, after that prepare the one table also. Something, if you want to prepare the table, you can prepare the table after the form. That's good. Okay, the table in the sense this one. So table. So where is the table? So where is the table? So here. So I'm in the registration form. Okay, after the class I will send you this source code to you. So in the registration form, if you want to apply the style table, you can apply the style here also, some table. Okay, something. So first name column, last name column, something, email column, comments column, so some habits column. So table, I'm saying that table. So forms table is the main important in the Angular. Forms and the table is the form, the way of form creation, and table is the very, very important in the Angular. These two, where is the many, very, very important. Okay, that's it from my end. Again, if you are having any doubts, anything, I will be in the online at 11 o'clock. You can come to me. You can reach out to me. Okay. Yeah, styles I will explain the Monday. So tomorrow I won't take the class. Thank you.